So now we need to go around the other side and talk to Ningaril. I think we might have a little bit of a side mission now. A little break from skirmishes.
The time has arrived to do what we came here to do.
The Golden Host has done well in its first strike against the fortress at Laniel, but now the time has arrived to do what we came here to do.
We will infiltrate the dungeons after nightfall.
We came here to release the dwarf Bori from his captivity, and we still have not done so. Now that we have fought beyond the walls of Dol Guldur, what can stop the Golden Host from doing what the Hidden Guards set out to do? We will infiltrate the dungeons after nightfall with a small force of elves and rescue Bori. Speak with me when you are ready to depart.
We will rescue Bori from the dungeons of Dol Guldur.
Are you prepared to embark upon the mission of rescuing Bori from the dungeons of Dol Guldur? And this is a solo-only quest, so you can't do it.
A small force of elves have infiltrated the dungeons of Dol Guldur under cover of darkness, aiming to find and release the dwarf Bori from the bonds of his captivity.
So you can't do this as part of a fellowship, it's solo only. So this will look familiar if you've actually done the dungeons instance. This is where we're going now. The others are waiting by the east door. We will guard this door. Head deeper, and they're not joking. We have made it into the dungeons at Laniel, and now it is up to you to find and rescue Bori. We believe he is being held in a cell in the east wing. We have managed to keep our infiltration silent thus far, and some of the guards in the east wing may be asleep on the job. Let them sleep and rescue Bori. You must hurry. We believe Bori waits for rescue in the east wing. Right, chaps. Are you coming with me, or are you just sending me in on your own and you're just going to watch? Okay, right, bye. Anywho, so if we pay attention, oh, you guys are going to come down. There we go. Keep on going. Bori is at the end of the hall. Quickly now. We must not wait until they awaken. We will watch for the guards. Hurry. There's no time to waste. Keep moving. Bori! By Durin's beard! At Laniel, you have come for me at last. I did not dare to hope for rescue, but I cannot deny I am pleased to see you. You need to make ready for our escape. Pick up some of these barrels of nightshade and bring them out into the hall. If any additional guards are on their way, the fumes from the nightshade could render them unconscious. Let me know when you have adequately prepared, my friend. At that time, we will make our escape. So the alarms have just gone off. So grab some nightshade. Yes, it's going to bind to me. Yeah. They can only have one unique item at a time. Now then, where's it put that in my inventory is the question. Am I blind? There it is. I am ready to be free of this place at Laniel. Let us leave these dungeons behind us. Stay close to me, for I do not know the way out, and this darkness holds great fear for me. So, there are going to be a couple of generic orcs, but also these trolls wandering around. So if he gets his move on quick, we might be able to get out here in time. Or failing which, I'm going to have to drop the barrel in here. So as soon as those trolls walk inside the circles, they should fall asleep. But Bori's decided, oh fuck me, these guys are ripping me and you on. Bori! Put it into the nightshade. Or I'll kill it for you. And I might put it in here. I'll either end up killing it outright, or I'll get the aggro and he'll walk inside the puddle and then he'll go asleep. Oh, there we go. He punted Bori back, and now he's fell asleep at the back. Alright, grab a new barrel. Quickly now. Time to nap. My legs were numb. They are better now. Come on, this barrel isn't going to last forever, mate. Now, hopefully we can run straight through this one because no one's looking. Yeah. I hope you did well with the nightshade barrels. Well, we don't need to use one there. We might need to use one on this one if you don't get your ass moving. No, we're good. Come on, quickly, quickly, quickly. We're almost out of here. Let us be on guard. Quick, quick, quick. Death to the intruders. Charge! Oh, he interrupted me. No. And he stunned me. That's the worst bit. Right. Oh god, that could hurt. That could hurt very much. Very much. Keep kiting. Dots. Dots. Whew. My last damage over time killed it. That's unfortunate. He interrupted that smouldering wrath. I could have got a lot of damage out of that. Bori has been escorted to safely. You must be Bori. I thought we were here to rescue you. I am at your service, and your families, of course. I will have this open at once. We ran into some trouble without you, Adlaniel, but victory is ours this day. Let us leave this grim dungeon. Let us be free of these dungeons. I am ready to see the sun again, or as much of the sun as can be seen beneath the trees of Mirkwood.
Bori desired to thank you for his rescue.
After so much loss of life, we have at last accomplished what the Hidden Guard set out to do. The dwarf Bori is free of the Dungeons of Dol Guldur. The only task that remains now is for the Golden Host to lay siege to the fortress for as long as it can, to provide the distraction Lord Celeborn desired. Bori is inside Nofgar, the central tower of Fangorhad. He desired to thank you for his rescue. So we just want to run upside here then. And we're literally going inside the central tower. We can actually speak to him as well. I am sorry for all the trouble I have caused. Had I known what would have happened. Do not blame yourself. But it was my folly that has brought us to this dangerous place. If I had not wielded the Midful Axe Ziggelberg against Goroful, none of this would have happened. I sought to bring peace to the halls of Khazad-dûm, but I only succeeded in causing more bloodshed and grief. It was greed, but not greed for valuables or precious ore. Ziggelberg awoke in me the greed for peace, the greed to make things right. I thought I could use it to solve our problems, but I could not. I am sorry, Bori. You are safe now, Bori. I hear your words, but my body remembers still the cold and the draughts and the cruel barbs of the whips of my tormentors. If I close my eyes, it seems I am still within that cell, deep within the dungeons, with the Gurthrig patrolling just beyond the doors and the clanging of distant metal ringing in my ears. I will keep my eyes open for as long as I may, for I do not wish to be reminded of that darkness. Be strong, Bori.
To be rescued thus, I do not have the words to tell you.
Adlaniel, I cannot thank you enough. I thought that I had seen the last of you in Zabad Gaffel, deep in the depths of Moria. To be rescued thus, I do not have the words to tell you. But it is not enough to be free. While still the enemy bears Ziggelberg because of my actions, we must recover the Axe of Mithril before it can be used for some great evil, and we must see Goroful defeated. Any of these shields any nice cosmetics? That's pretty boring. That's pretty boring. And that's pretty boring too. So, well, I can't use the shield as a runekeeper, so it's always going to be the item XP rune for me. But
during my imprisonment, to pass the time, I recited to myself the old stories.
During my imprisonment at Laniel, to pass the time, I recited to myself the stories Bron and I listened to during our childhood. Tales of Khazad-dûm mostly, and of the quest of the dragon, upon which our grandfathers adventured. Through the long hours of my captivity, I came to remember details from those stories I had long since forgotten. I remembered how Gandalf brought to Thorin Oakenshield the key and the map given to him by Thorin's father Thrain, who was then a captive in the dungeons of the Necromancer, in the Dungeons of Dol Guldur. How came Gandalf into those dungeons? Why, Edlaniel? He must have found a secret way in. I have had a peculiar dream the past few nights, and its tendrils stay with me, even upon waking. Tell me about this dream. In the dream, I am climbing a long staircase, but there are no walls on either side. Shadows press close all around me, and far below a single light twinkles in the darkness. I can see no foes, but a great feeling of dread hangs upon me, and I cannot breathe but with a great effort. I reach for Lanchigul, but he is gone. With my other hand I grasp Egnasil, but it is too late. I am falling from the stairway, and before waking I hear a voice call out from a higher place. It grieves me that they will no longer strike fear into the heart of her foes. And then I awaken, but the memory of the dream will not leave me, and its dread remains. It is a dream only. I am sure it is nothing. Perhaps. Sigilef studies the hilts of her knives and will say no more.
I remember too the stories of Mithrandir.
The dwarf may be onto something, Edlaniel. I remember too the stories of Mithrandir, and though the plight of the dwarves was not one that concerned us in days past, I have heard the tale of which he speaks. More than that, a friend of ours played a part in it. Poor unfortunate Radir journeyed with Mithrandir on that long ago quest to the dungeons of the Necromancer. He spoke, on a time, of the ways that they trod together, and that there was always a secret way into the foundations of the fortress, seems certain to be. We must find it, Edlaniel. It must be somewhere in the base of the rocky spire on which Dol Guldur stands, either in Gathburs or in the Ashen Slades. So we have to find and walk the secret passage into the foundations of Dol Guldur, and I don't think
You must find the secret entrance into Dol Guldur if you can.
So it's not going to give me any clues. I know exactly where it is anyway. But does it give me the quest icon for it? So it does actually tell me, yeah, it is down near the fortress inside the Ashen Slades. So I think I will tactically ride down there and meet up with you guys in a moment. Okay, so we're back and we're just bum rushing basically the area down here. We're going north of the bridge that leads into the fortress. And behind one of these trees, there we go, we have a instance here. So hopefully we can run in while we're in combat.
Dimly remembered stories from his childhood, oft repeated in the darkness of his cell, have struck the spark of memory in Bori the dwarf. He is certain the passage you discovered is the same used by Mithrandir long ago to enter Dol Guldur in secret.
So we're going to investigate these strange passages. So the way is shut with these steam, so ignore the paths that have steam, and you just have to go the other sides. We have to kill whatever mobs we see. Hazy images of the past unfold before you. We have arrived, my friend, but now that we are here, I wish we were not. I did not conceal the danger from you, Radir. Did you believe this journey to the fortress of the Necromancer would be easy? I would have sought another guide had I known this to be true. It was spoken in jest, Mithrandir. Well, mostly in jest. In truth, who could wish to be in this forsaken place? It was well spoken, Radir, but there are things that need finding out. Then I hope that we will find them out and emerge from these caverns for the better of it. Now if we head back, the other way should now be opened. Hazy images of the past unfold before you. Hold a moment, Radir. We have done well to come this far, but I must go the rest of the way alone. But why? I have proven myself a staunch companion. I cannot let you face the necromancer on your own. My dear Radir, did you think I ever questioned your bravery earlier? I did not. I do not yet know what this necromancer is, but I have my suspicions. If any of them be true, even Gandalf the Grey would be a fool to face him in this fortress. But how can that be? How can the necromancer wield such power? I go to find out. Stay here, my friend. I will have need of you on my return. So now we're stuck on this landing. So there's various different directions. I think there's like 4 different directions we can go. So we basically just need to clear stuff out. And certain ways will be shut. So just explore around and find stuff to kill. There goes an outcast troll hiding in a cave. God damn it, why'd you have to interrupt me? In my moment of triumph. Hazy images of the past unfold before you. I have never been to a place like this. Already its presence corrupts the woods around it. That is the way of such evil. If it is not checked, it will spread outward in all directions, corrupting good lands and people. I will stand against the evil. I am not afraid. So that's all there is in this one. I think those are both dead ends, so we can ignore those. So back downstairs then. What's down this way? Outcast goblins. Images of the past unfold around you. There is something decidedly different about the foes we have faced in this cavern. I cannot quite decide what it might be. It is my guess that they are outcasts. No, do not look surprised. They are still our enemies. These are they for whom the necromancer has little use, for whatever reason. And so it is they collect in this detritus beneath his fortress. beneath his notice. It is my hope we will be the same. And I think that's a dead end, isn't it? So back out to the staircase. And then we'll see what's on the left-hand side of the stairs. Because we're still unable to progress up past that smoke. So there's only one to the left here then. Forgotten Shades. Images of the past unfold before you. If the necromancer is so powerful, how can he not know we are here? It is true that if we were looking for him, there are signs that might reveal us to him. As long as I refrain from any display of power, he should not be aware of our presence. His own wicked sorceries serve to hide us from him, like a whisper in a crowded room. Then may the room remain crowded, and the whisper silent. So again, this should be a dead end. So if we head back to the main room now, we should get another vision. Or a boss of sorts. Mithrandir, where are you? Something is wrong. Why has he been gone so long? Should I go up after him? He told me not to do so, but... Mithrandir! What happened to your staff? I had to leave it behind. There is little time. What happened up there, Mithrandir? Thrain is dead. He did not know his name in the end, but it can only have been he. The dwarf ring, last of the 7, had been taken from him. There are shouts up above. We have to leave, Mithrandir. Listen to me, Radir. The necromancer is Sauron. He has returned. Proceed further into Thuriman, clearing it of foes. You hear familiar footsteps behind you. This is just what we have been seeking. I can hardly believe it, but this passage is exactly what we need in order to launch our final assault upon Dol Guldur. We will surprise them from below, and be within the walls of the fortress before our foes know they are under attack. We will return here with a sizable company and launch our final assault. Are you ready to leave? We will return to Fangulhad and make ready for the final battle. This secret way into the fortress gives me hope. Our victory is all but assured.
Both Radir and Mithrandir have aided us, even in death.
You have done it, Atlanio. This secret way into the foundations of Dol Guldur is just what the Golden Host needs to take the fortress by surprise. Both Radir and Mithrandir have aided us, even in death.